I want to talk with you today about the very survival of your business. So if you employ staff and if they contribute to your business profitability and your growth, you need to listen to this video. That the rules, the opportunity, the engagement of teams has changed in the last 12 months. And I know that might sound overly dramatic, but stick with me. I've got a good track record and I'm not focusing on drama. As my clients will tell you, I've earned the right to talk to you about a positive team transformation. See, most employers I talk with initially suffer the employee efficiency delinquency trap, a long name I know. But it's a trap that drains potential, opportunity and capability of your business. I'm Mark Westcott and I've spent the last few years teaching business owners how to improve team performance, productivity, harmony and most importantly, profitability for their business. See, what normally happens is people use gut selection for recruiting. They focus on just what they feel right at the time, with going with their gut feeling. And they wonder why there's a productivity drain in the office. And in fact, a lot of times they don't even realize there's a productivity drain going on in their business. They don't realize because they don't know how to measure it. See, the problem is 87% of people hate their jobs. 87% of people hate their jobs, which of course is going to lead to low productivity. It's the old round peg in the square hole. It's the public service mentality. It's what we call the team productivity illusion, or the iceberg problem. In other words, everything looks okay on the top, but underneath there's a whole lot of angst, aggravation, stress and strain, and which all leads to a lack of productivity. In turn, profitability. So I remember some time ago, I listened to a presentation by Dr. Robert Kriegel. He spoke about the C zone. And that's the zone where elite athletes are at their peak. That's the ones that win the gold medals, or even the ones that do their personal best, are the ones that are operating in the C zone. That is the zone where everything's just going perfectly, that their natural instincts are working for them. And for most employees, that is rarely the case. Most are doing things they don't like doing, that they're ill-fitted for, and their instinctive method doesn't match the role that they've been given. So what I'm talking about, who does this apply to? Well, it applies to business owners, it applies to entrepreneurs, it applies to self-employed who have got a few team members, but it also applies to large business organisations. See, the tools we're talking about are the Kolbe cognitive scores. If you Google this, if you Google cognitive, you'll see Kolbe comes up effectively for the first 10 or 20 responses. Kolbe is the authority in regard to measuring how people instinctively best get things done. There's a million different personality profiles out there, and I'm sure you're all aware of them. I'm sure you've all done them. You've done DISC, you've done Myers-Briggs and so on, and they're personality profiles, and they're fine, but personalities change depending on where you are working, depending on your environment, the people you're with and so on. What we're talking about is measuring how people best get things done. If they're free to be themselves, how do they best get something done? So the result of utilising these sorts of tools for your team is that it gives you opportunities. It gives you opportunities to understand people's strengths and how to best utilise those strengths. There's other tools we'll bring in which we've picked up from the Strategic Coach program, which helps you focus on what are people's unique abilities. How do you match people's roles to their unique abilities? How do you retain your best staff? How do you improve team results? How do you improve efficiency of your organisation? And most importantly, how do you employ right fit people? Do you really, does everyone in your organisation really know how to best communicate with each other to maximise the results? Do they respect each other's strengths? And the opportunity for you, if you get all these things right, is team harmony, but increased profitability for you. See, all these things are possible. And we've dealt with hundreds, if not thousands of people to help them understand what their strengths are and how to make sure that the roles that you nominate for those people match their instinctive strengths. So there's three parts to the mind. There's the cognitive, which is your learned behaviour. There's the affective, which is your morals, ethics, religious beliefs, and so on. But your conative behaviour, which we're talking about, is your natural way that you best get something done. I want to give you a book as part of looking at this video today, and underneath you'll see a link to get that book. And the book is The 7 Things That Keep Business Owners Awake at Night. And there's a number, obviously there's 7 chapters in the book, but if you read through, there's a wealth of knowledge and information which will help you start to get your head around the fact that if you can get the right people in the right positions and you can get people doing what they love, you're going to maximise your results, you're going to multiply your results, team harmony, and everybody's going to have more fun. And I think that's something that we'd all like. And as you'll see from the testimonials on our website and on the brochure, on the website you'll see that a lot of people have used these tools and capabilities and they've just multiplied their results. They've just got a real understanding in their business of who does the best jobs in the best areas, because they've got the right people in the right positions. See, traditionally there's problems, and that is most people hire people just like themselves, or those that have thought about it a little bit more, they hire people that are absolutely opposite to themselves, and that's fine to a point. But if you hire everybody that's opposite to you, you're going to end up with the same sort of problem as if you hire everybody that's just like you. Okay? The solution to that is doing the Kolbe A. Understanding and taking the measure and getting the numbers for every person that you employ, so you understand what each person's strengths are. You don't want an organisation where you've got a whole lot of strengths in one area and no strengths in other areas. The other issue, and what we call problem number 2, is that most of your team don't know how to properly communicate with each other. Okay, because they may have different strengths, they communicate badly with each other and they're not maximising the results. And I'm going to talk more about this in the next video and the next email that I send you. But your issues are, there's just a raft of issues that affect team profitability, harmony, communication, team selection, job satisfaction, and so on. And what I'd love, if you would, is to just underneath this video to nominate 2 or 3 things that really concern you in regard to your team, and I'd like you to add them underneath. Just click on like the video and then add some issues that you'd like addressed, some thoughts that you have that aren't working for you in your organisation. And what I'd like to do is to address some of those in the next video. See, the outcome of what I'm talking about and I just want to reinforce this, is for you to find happiness, to make more money, to reduce the pain and cost of recruitment. Of course, for a lot of people, recruitment costs are phenomenal, and especially when you've got high turnover. I'd love to teach you some tips on how to recruit better and to learn all the tools that will make sure that what you've got are right fit employees. They're right fit, they're perfect for the position. So one of the other things that I'd like to share with you this time is a strategic coach tool, which is understanding your unique ability. So do you understand the 3 things? The 3 things, what is it that you love doing, you're really good at, that generates the greatest results? And if you can understand that, you're just going to multiply your opportunities. But more importantly, if you can get your whole team thinking about what are their unique abilities, and if you can tie that in with the Kolbe A results and then help understand what people's unique abilities are, all of a sudden you're going to have people doing things, one, that they're innately just good at doing, because that's the best way they get things done, but they're going to be doing stuff that they're really good at, that they love doing, that generates great results. And I mean, what do you think that's going to do to your opportunities in your business and your capabilities and your profitability in your business? And that's the big part of this, your profitability. There's other stuff too. Everybody knows about the 80-20 rule. So my challenge to you is, how much time are you spending on your 20%? The 20% of things that you do that generate 80% of your results. How much of your time are you spending on that? So what sort of people am I talking about here? There's kind of, probably you're going to be in one of 3 areas. You're going to be in a team that's already a great team. You've got low turnover, but you probably don't know what you don't know. You want everyone to have fun. You want everyone to enjoy what they do more. But you obviously want to have more efficiency and more profitability in your business. And And sometimes, of course, you don't know what you don't know. There's probably a gap there, even though you're all having a good time, that you could multiply your opportunities if you had a look at your team in a little more depth, even though it's a great team already. The second type of employer is probably someone who has a high turnover. They're not sure why. There's lots of excuses. Some people will say, well, you know, it's our geographic reason, there's this reason, there's that reason, the partners are getting transferred, whatever. But usually, even where there's high turnover, if you can use some tools and capabilities like Kolbe, like understanding unique ability of people, your turnover will reduce. And for a lot of firms, high turnover is a huge cost. The third type of business is the growth mode business, where you're suddenly on the road to hiring a whole lot more people. Business is going really well, but you want to make sure that the people you bring on are the right sort of people. And to me, sometimes that's the most important group, because if you're putting a whole lot of people on, you want to make sure that they're all, in the right, the round pegs in the round holes. So what I'd like to talk about in the next video is answer some of the questions you've posted and raised from today. So go down under the video and write some things that are issues for you. Talk about what are some of the issues that you have in your own business. Remember to click on like. And next video, what I'm going to do is go deep. I'm going to really explore some of the issues that are most commonly raised from people who have watched this. And a couple of things we're going to touch on is the team productivity drain and the cloning conundrum. So they're things I'll also be talking about. But also I want to cover in the next video what we call the right fit opportunity. In other words, making sure you get the right fit for every position. But please let me know what the top 3 issues are in regard to your business, and I'd love to address those in the next video. So I'm Mark Westcott. We help people create extraordinary legacies. So click on like, leave your comments, and keep a lookout for the next email. Thanks for your time today. Look forward to talking to you again soon. Thank you.